Hey everyone, today I'll walk you through my recent experience of launching JustDeploy on Product Hunt. Whether you're a fellow solopreneur or a tech enthusiast or just curious about the process, this video will give you an insider's look at what it takes to have a successful launch on Product Hunt. But before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming content. Now let's get started. Preparation is everything. And it's also the key to success on a Product Hunt launch. Because this was my first launch, I started planning about a month before my product was ready. Here's what I focused on. Number one, perfecting the product. I ensured JustDeploy was polished, bug-free, well documented, and really ready to go. Remember, first impressions matter. Your launch is the first time your product is visible to the world. I also gathered feedback from early beta users to identify and address any pain points they experienced. Launching with a stable, user-friendly product that delivers on its promises is crucial and will save you a lot of headaches during your launch. Number two was creating assets. I designed an eye-catching icon, capture high-quality screenshots, and records the demo video. I carefully selected the screenshots to showcase key features to the user interface. I scripted a concise walkthrough for the demo video, highlighting the main benefits of how JustDeploy solves common problems for developers when setting up their own servers. These visual assets are often the first things potential users see, so they must be compelling. Number three, writing a compelling copy. I crafted a concise description of JustDeploy and its key features. This involved multiple drafts and feedback rounds. I focused on communicating unique value proposition on how JustDeploy stands out from its competitors. I also prepared a set of FAQs to address users' common questions. The copy needed to be engaging, informative, persuasive, without being salesy. Number four, gathering testimonials. I reached out to beta users for quotes to add credibility. I specifically asked users from different industries and with varying experiences and use cases. Planning the launch date, I decided to schedule my launch for Wednesday. Wednesday is one of the best days to launch your product, and this is also what Product Hunt recommends. I also considered other factors like avoiding major tech events or holidays that might overshadow the launch. Additionally, I planned the exact launch time to be 12:01 a.m. BT to maximize the exposure throughout the day. That way I had 24 hours for my launch. Step two was setting up Product Hunt's page. I set up my product a week before the launch, and here's what I included. A catchy tagline that summarized JustDeploy in one sentence. This was crucial for grabbing attention quickly. I spent considerable time brainstorming and refining the tagline. It needed to be concise yet informative, conveying the core value of JustDeploy. After many iterations, I settled on JustDeploy. Deploy to your server in minutes, not weeks, for as low as $4. This tagline highlights the product's primary function, which is easy deployment, and the key differentiator, which is control on pricing. Number two was a detailed description of the product and its benefits. I crafted a comprehensive yet concise description that covered what JustDeploy does, how it works, the key features that set it apart from competitors, the main benefits for users, and the target audience. Who am I building this for? I made sure to use clear and jargon-free language to appeal to both technical and non-technical readers. The description was structured with bullet points and short paragraphs for easy scanning. Some people will just skim through it. Number three, high-quality images and screenshots. I carefully selected and prepared a variety of visuals. I had the JustDeploy logo in different sizes and formats. I took screenshots of the landing page as well as an animation of JustDeploy news, and I also had images demonstrating the key features in action. All images were high resolution and optimized for web viewing, which is where people would be looking at. Number four, I put together a short demo. I created a video that introduced JustDeploy and its purposes. I walked through the main features. I showed a real-world example of setting up and running a deployment. I highlighted the time and the efforts that it took compared to other traditional methods. Number five, links to the product. I made sure to link to my social media. I included the official JustDeploy website, the Twitter account, my Twitter account for real-time engagement, and I also included the GitHub repository for the open source components of JustDeploy, which is the documentation. I obviously tested each of these links to ensure they work and led to the correct pages. Then I've added my maker comments explaining the inspiration behind building JustDeploy. In this section, I added things like the personal path and my story as to why I did it, the journey that I took, including any of the key challenges, my vision for how JustDeploy can improve developers' workflow, a call for feedback and suggestions from the Product Hunt community, my commitment to continual improvement based on user needs. These comments helped humanize the product and create a connection with potential users. Once you've done that, don't hit that launch button. Not yet, at least. Save it as a draft so you can launch at the perfect time. Next, I started to build some anticipation. In the days leading to the launch, I focused on building buzz. I teased the upcoming launch on social media. I reached out to my LinkedIn and X network and I asked them for support during the launch. I contacted relevant influencers offering them early access, and I scheduled the launch for 12:01 PST, as I said before. Remember, it is against Product Hunt rules to ask for upvotes directly, so focus on spreading awareness instead and just getting people's thoughts about your product. Launch day, step 4. The big day has arrived. So here's how it went down for me. I woke up early and I watched the launch. JustDeploy was already scheduled for launch, so I immediately shared the link on social media that I had prepared on the night before and had saved as a draft. I stayed active in the comments section answering questions and engaging with the community. I asked friends and supporters to share the launch with the networks. I monitored our ranking throughout the day and I shared updates on social media. This was a big thrill for me. Launch day was exhilarating, but it was also exhausting. But the work wasn't over yet. 24 hours later, it's the post-launch engagement. After the initial 24 hours, I focused on the following things. Number 1, I wanted to respond any of the remaining comments that I didn't manage to respond on the night before. I thanked everyone who supported the launch. I analyzed feedback and I identified any potential improvements, and I reached out to all the users who actually showed interest in the launch, and I planned my next steps as well, like what am I going to do now that I've launched? I also took that day to implement any quick feedback that I could implement that was reported by users on the day before. I wanted to show the users that I'm actively engaged with them, I'm actively engaged in building this product. Now, results and lessons learned. How did it go? JustDeploy ended up number 5 of the day and number 4 of the week. We gained 19 new users and received valuable feedback, helping shape the product's roadmap. Here are the key lessons that I learned. Number 1, preparation is crucial. The more you plan, the smoother your launch will be. Timing really matters. Launching early in the day gives you more time to gain any feedback. Follow-up is essential. Keep those relationships going. Keep relationships to your community. They will give you feedback, but also they expect something in exchange, which is you improving the product. In conclusion, launching on Product Hunt was an incredible experience that significantly boosted JustDeploy. If you're considering a Product Hunt launch for your product, I hope this video has given you some helpful insights at least. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone that you find may need some help. Remember to subscribe for more content on solopreneurship and also products development. How about you? Have you launched anything on Product Hunt before? Share your experiences in the comments below. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck with your product launches.